Time for Twins Pod. Yeah.
I'd say my biggest project is this. This is a new phone. This is a standalone phone. This resulted from a rage call after the 2020 election.
Oh, yeah?
Between, look, seeing what big tech was doing to throw off certain voices off of certain platforms and controlling conservative media. And at that point, I had a team together doing a cyber unlock for like forensic investigation. And we pivoted immediately. I said, we're never going to fix big tech by complaining about it. We're going to compete with it. So we built this phone. This is based on an Android kernel, but it's our hardware, our operating system. And the difference is this phone, our operating system prevents the phone from collecting and exporting your data. Because your existing iPhone or Android that's running Google mobile services
Right. It's
literally collects everything and exports it. And there's a book I'm reading, just about done, a book by Byron Tao called The Means of Control. And it really describes how do we get here as a society for the amount of data that your cell phones listen and export for. And after 9/11, there'd been traditional advertising firms that would go through homeowner records and driver's license database, et cetera, to help target advertising. But then the government started using that data to look for a needle in a stack of needles, right? To find the terror profiles of any more 9/11 style hijackers.
Right.
And that put a huge demand signal into the market for more of that advertising intelligence, which just exploded in usage. And then smartphones come out. And that becomes one big smartphones today are basically a portable computer that you do everything in your life, right? You're communicating, your banking, your navigation, it's your Rolodex, everything. But all those apps largely are free. And if you're not paying for something, you're not the customer, you're the product. And so really surveillance capitalism exploded. And it made, it's why Google and Apple make so much money from that. And we decided we're going to have a product that prevents that. And so this has actually has a firewall setting where you can actually turn off the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth and the camera and the microphone and all the rest. This phone even has a kill switch, which separates the battery from the electronics. So that off is off. You shut your phone off,
it's not
off, right? It's still pinging towers. It's still pinging the Wi-Fi, building a digital picture for that surveillance capitalism. We have the antidote to that. And the frightening thing now is Apple just announced a couple weeks ago that on their next system upgrade, their OS upgrade, they're going to include ChatGPT on the phone. So they're going to turn artificial intelligence loose on your phone, whether you like it or not, to own your shit. So we had 500 units we deployed last fall, and kind of a big beta test, and we got 10,000 units in May, and we're mostly done with that first run of 10,000. We're ordering the next tranche. So, you know, I didn't really wake up 3 years ago deciding I wanted to take on two multi-trillion-dollar companies.
Right.
But someone had to. So fuck it.
That's the problem. Nobody's fighting back. Now with big tech, my information, it's like information is the new oil, right? What will be the cash cow for your product?
So we do okay selling the phone, and then so you get the phone when you buy it and the operating system included, but then at month 13 you pay us $12 a month.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And you get with that, obviously the operating system, a very secure messenger, and a VPN that works everywhere globally. And
oh wow, so you're selling privacy.
We're selling privacy and data sovereignty.
I think that's going to do very well.
Well, I think so.
Yeah. When I leave the office, my phone tells me when I get home, and shit you not, whatever I'm talking about, something like I'm interested in buying something, I start getting ads on my phone for the exact same thing I was talking about. The phone's listening to us?
Think about that. Oh, absolutely it is. Why did Zuckerberg pay $20 billion for WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Because everything that passes through is analyzed by the algorithm. Look, I managed to piss off my wife, and she sent me a scorcher of a text. And for the next 2 weeks, she was getting nonstop advertising from divorce lawyers and from Match.com.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine that phone on the nightstand in your bedroom, right? I had this, people tell me all the time, yes, I was talking, not texting, talking to my wife about needing a new mattress. And they're getting mattress advertising the next day.
Right, right. Shouldn't this be illegal?
You accepted it. When you scroll through and you accept it on that user
Nobody reads that shit.
Exactly. You read this one?
Yeah. No. So if I want to switch phones, how would I go about doing it?
You order one from unplugged.com.
Unplugged.com.
And we'll deliver your phone in probably 48 hours. And there's a very simple transition to take all your contacts off of your old phone and push it onto here. And there's like 90% commonality. The apps that people are used to work on here. Spotify, navigation apps, banking, airline apps, Twitter, X, all those kind of things.
So why don't our politicians, like the Republicans, why don't they stop this listening to us on our phones and our privacy? Why don't they stop this?
That's a damn good question. Yeah. And it's disgusting. And they did something even worse because the government got sick of getting beaten up when they go before Congress because government, the Fourth Amendment talks about being secure in our persons and our property from being searched.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And the government became the big buyer of this ad data from commercial entities. And they're doing that, and they can buy that without any warrant, without even any probable cause. And just a month ago, Congress, including a lot of Republicans, passed a FISA, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, a massive extension on it so that any federal agent can go to any private company that has any of that data.
Wow.
And turn it over with no probable cause and no warrant.
For all Americans.
For all Americans. Whether it's there's companies that actually measure the tire pressure of your tires, right? Because you have little pressure sensors in your tires.
Right.
There's got to be a sender, right? You can put a device out alongside a road and collect that going by. You can license plate readers, the pervasive cameras everywhere in the world, everywhere in America. All of that, a ring camera. Where do you think that goes? Right, yeah. That's going to some other company. That's not your data. That's
how about
so what the federal government can do is collect any of that data without a warrant, without probable cause, right now to go. Like, I'm going to go after Keith and Kevin. I'm going to screw you guys. And I can go on a fishing expedition. That's exactly what it allows. It is an Orwellian nightmare. This is an antidote partially to that. Obviously, it doesn't affect a ring camera at home or your tire pressure, but we did this because free people need to be able to communicate freely and securely without knowing that you're just giving off this massive amount of exhaust being vacuumed up by a pervasive surveillance state. Even on our messenger, we have a if you guys use Signal as an app,
yeah, I just got. I haven't used it yet though.
So when you do that, right? When you call on Signal, it answers right away,
right?
Because you're using a public key that you downloaded when you downloaded the app.
Right.
This call, when you call on us, it takes 4 or 5 seconds to connect because my phone is generating a new key pair with your phone that's unique for one call.
Oh, okay.
We also have here something called a clear pin data code, where if someone says, "Hey, Hodgetwins, give me your phones. I'm here to inspect them." You say, "Sure, officer," and you can unlock with a clear pin data code, and you hand them a brick because it wipes it.
I like that.
Look, this is.
We need more products like that on the market. I've never heard anything like that.
Well,
unplugged.com, huh?
That's what I've been working on.
Yeah.
So
don't let Hillary find out about it. That fucking bitch.
again, different standards of law.
Yeah.
Right. She's under subpoena to turn over emails.
Right.
And what do they do?
Right.
They burn, destroy the emails, and use the bleach bit.
On her phone. Cell phone.
And servers. Yeah. So law only works if it's applied equally. Equal justice under the law.
Equality.
Right? The whole thing with like Lady Justice, that image with the balance scale, supposed to be blindfolded, not peeking. Like, is it a Democrat? Okay, you can go. Right.
That's exactly what's going on in this country.
Exactly.
Look, everybody, inflation is out of control, and this problem's only going to get worse. Can't have all your eggs in one basket, especially when you got people like Sleepy Joe holding the basket in the White House. That's why me and Kevin are always diversifying our assets. That's the kind of diversity, equity, and inclusion we like.
Yeah.
The value of silver, gold has been steadily rising, while the value of the American dollar has been falling. Because what? Inflation. Because our government sucks. Now, y'all, purplebar.com is changing the game, making it easy for all of us to protect our financial futures. Look how cool these gold and silver bars are. Patriotic engraving on there, too. Look real nice. The bars are perforated so they can easily break apart and can be conveniently exchanged if the dollar collapses. Go to purplebar.com and use promo code Hodgetwins and you get 5% off gold bars. And you get 10% off silver bars. Yeah.